Good afternoon to the members of the administration, the college deans, of our guests, and of course our distinguished Juris Doctors. Today is truly a special moment, not only for you, but also for me, as I preside over your official conferment as Juris Doctors. In fact, this is the first academic exercise after my investiture as the president of our beloved university, the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, last February 15, 2024. Like me, every time I enter PLM, I'm sure as you return and walk in this hallowed campus, again today for your conferment, you can't help but smile as you recall and reminisce old memories you had, the good and not so good memories I should say, including the meaningful encounters and the friendship that were born along the way. Welcome back, PLM Mayors. As we celebrate the culmination of the due recognition you all deserve as lawyers, a profession that is imbued with public interest and require high level of responsibility and accountability. While the respectability of being a Bachelor of Law graduate cannot be diminished, it is only proper that we are accorded the rightful recognition of who we truly are, Juris Doctors. According to Wikipedia, Juris Doctors literally means teacher of law, while the Latin for Doctor of Jurisprudence or Jurisprudentiae Doctor literally means teacher of legal knowledge. Juris Doctors, more than lawyers, we are all teachers. We do not only practice law, but more importantly, we are teachers of law in the highest and noblest form one can ever imagine. Not in the grandeur mode that everyone expects from us, but simply the day-to-day encounters and interactions we have with the people we meet along the way in our respective fields of endeavors. Just to illustrate my point, one very early morning, cruising along Macapagal Boulevard on my way to PLM, my car was hit at the rear by the bus driven by a reckless driver. Expectedly, traffic enforcers came over to assess the situation, and although I'm not the type of the person who would brandish my title, I was constrained to share my information and gave them my calling card. So as to not waste time, since I had an early morning meeting, I instructed our driver to proceed to the precinct in Bicutan and finish all that was needed for my claim for damages. And as I was waiting along the pavement for another driver to fetch me, the traffic enforcer approached me with a big smile on his face and said, "Sir, abogado po pala kayo." And immediately followed what I already expected. Pwede po bang magpa-consult tungkol po sa property ng asawa ko na pinamana po ng lolo niya sa kanya, kaso patay na po, at pati magulang niya, kaso naghahabol po ang mga kapatid, hindi ko na ho siya napigilan. Ang haba po nung sinabi. And I smiled and looked around and saw a little traffic kiosk and replied, "Halika dito kuya, pag-usapan natin." After we talked, he muttered, "Ang dami ko pong natutunan, attorney. Maraming salamat po. Pero attorney, pwede po bang tawagan ko pa kayo kung sakaling may tanong po yung misis ko at yung mga kapatid niya?" Hala, dumami pa ang aking kliyente. Funny, isn't it? But is it in the simple moments that we feel fulfilled and know who we truly are? Teachers. Despite being the most maligned profession, people look up to us. People adore us. People respect us. People approach us. We are indeed indispensable part of the whole overall scheme of the society we all belong. And this is what makes our profession one of the most sought after, if not the most. Hence, it is truly difficult to be humble if one is in the legal profession that is cut above the rest. People think we know everything, and oftentimes, and even in fact, and in truth, we know very well we are not. But we have the audacity to deny them. Wala namang kasi nagtatanong. I remember one time when my kuya with his barkada was at home, I suddenly entered and everybody rose up to greet me, "Magandang gabi po, attorney." And my brother, flabbergasted, "Bakit pagkapatid ko ang dumadating, nagtatayuan kayo?" Isn't that also like many of us? Once upon a time, we are just nobody. Now, we are somebody. Thanks to the profession we call legal, not only legal, but regal. That's why many of us succumb to arrogance and power tripping. It is truly a litmus test of our character to be humble always and at all times. My colleagues in the profession, my friends, the conferment of Juris Doctor degree is not merely an academic accolade, more than recognition of our profession as it is. It is actually a solemn reminder of our mission and our ministry, of our readiness to embark on a journey dedicated to a life of service for others. It symbolizes our profound understanding of the law's role as a guardian of the society's values, a protector of individual rights, and a beacon of justice for all. In the legal profession, we are entrusted with a sacred duty, a duty to ensure that justice is accessible, fair, and equitable for every member of the society, most especially the marginalized. Yung tinatawag nilang nasa laylayan ng lipunan, the last, the least, and the lost, and the unknown. Yung mga huli, maliliit at nawawala. The powerless, the unknown, the neglected, the forgotten, the rejected, the voiceless, the weak, the hopeless, and the downtrodden. Yung mga walang kapangyarihan, mga nakalimutan, mga tinakwil, mga walang boses, mga mahina, walang pag-asa, at mga api. It is a collective responsibility that demands the highest degree or level of integrity, empathy, and unwavering commitment to the principles of fairness and equality under the law. As you stand part of this noble profession, I urge you to remember the profound impact of the power we all possess. Whether you choose to advocate for the marginalized, champion human rights, or uphold the rule of law within the hallowed worlds of our courtrooms, know that your actions hold the potential to shape the course not only of your story, but also of our history as a nation, the society for generations to come. As I rephrase what Uncle Ben, the grandfather or uncle of Spider-Man said, let us acknowledge that with great privilege comes a much greater responsibility. As guardians of justice and as teachers of law, it is incumbent each upon us to remain steadfast in dedication to public interest, to stand firm against injustice, and to defend the rights of the voiceless and the vulnerable. To hold the truth, reject falsehood, and give everyone their due regardless of the person's status. Remember, we all have the ability and the capability, including the needed resources, to teach minds, to touch hearts, and most importantly, to transform lives, either for the good or for the worse. And shortly, you will all go up to stage to receive your well-deserved acknowledgement and recognition. Carry with you the solemn oath that you have been taken, an oath to uphold the law without fear nor favor, to seek truth and pursue justice with an unwavering determination and to serve the public above all else. Celebrate your remarkable achievements. Let us also honor the sacrifices, the challenges, and the overcoming of, and the unwavering support of those who have stood by your side throughout this journey. To the parents, to the relatives, friends, much more is my congratulations. You've been a hero to all of us. And finally, may you carry the torch of justice with pride, integrity, and a steadfast commitment to serving the people in the best way we can and in the most honorable means possible. Good afternoon.
Thank you, President.